Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another great episode of Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Khalid Idris, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around Bahrain. So don't go away, we'll be right back. BIBF students Consolidated for Nature, a wittily named company that turns recycling paper into unique works of furniture. The company is yet another to qualify for the Injaz Al Arab Regional Young Entrepreneurs Competition, which is to take place in Qatar later this year. This noble undertaking is one of many highlighting the Bahraini youth's dedication in their march towards a sustainable future. We are lucky to have with us today Maryam Mahmoud Ghulam, VP of Product Development, and Zaman Ali, VP of Sales at For Nature. Welcome, ladies. How are you guys doing?
Alhamdulillah, good. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Very happy to see you guys. So, this sounds like a really amazing undertaking. How did you guys come up with this idea?
Starting this journey, we wanted to tackle an environmental issue that Bahrain faces. And through research, we found out that 13% of Bahrain's landfills are covered with paper waste. So we wanted to turn that paper waste into something useful that people can use in their homes. We wanted it to be something different, something new in the region, something that can help us expand our creative skills. So we came up with paper furniture. And it was very challenging, but through extensive research and development, we were finally able to make our flagship product, side tables, which we call Papered.
I like that. I like the name. It's very clever. And can you guys tell us a little bit more about the practicalities of it? What is the process like?
Well, we collaborate with schools, universities, factories, and so on to collect their paper waste, which we then mix and shred and mix with our sustainable mixture of ingredients to create our tabletops, which is also set on stands that are made out of recycled steel. And what makes our product unique is that they're fully handmade and customizable in terms of their shape, size, and design.
So, there is a lot of creativity involved, both from the actual production aspect and in the actual designing. So can you tell us a little bit about how you guys put these ideas together?
So we think creativity is like an essential tool you need to use when tackling an issue that's related to sustainability to attract customers and everything and raise awareness. Because creativity helps you develop new techniques, technologies, systems, and innovative solutions to reduce our impact on the environment and create a more sustainable future for us and for future generations to come.
I think that that's very beautifully said, and I think, again, when you guys are talking, you talk with such expertise on the matter, and I can imagine, how does a project like this impact your own understanding of sustainability? How do you feel like your understanding has deepened?
Well, people usually tend to think that in order to be sustainable, you have to put a lot of effort or money just to help the environment. However, that's not really the case. To be sustainable, you don't have to purchase a whole new product or change a routine in your lifestyle. It's the little things that you do in your life that count and how you make use of things. And at least that's what we've learned from our journey.
Definitely, as they say, every little helps. And on speaking of helping, I would love to know a bit more about the role that Injaz played in supporting you in this undertaking.
They were very supportive from the beginning of the journey. They have an amazing staff that were there through the whole thing. They let us attend courses such as Toastmasters that helped us with our presentation and public speaking. They assigned each team a mentor. Our mentor was Badr Awad, and he was with us from beginning to end, through thick and thin, kept us motivated. And of course, we'd like to thank Her Highness Sheikha Hassa bint Khalifa Al Khalifa for bringing this amazing competition to Bahrain.
It really is incredible to see how much the youth of Bahrain can accomplish, and especially with all the entities out there to support, growing ambition among the youth. And to anyone out there who might have been in the position you were in before you guys got involved, what would your message be? What would For Nature's message be?
Well, whenever you get an opportunity, just go for it. don't let fear of failure stop you, as with failure, success eventually does come along, and that is something we've learned along in this journey of the competition, as to get the finalized product that we have with us today, we went through a lot of failed prototypes, which at some point it made us lose hope. However, we did not give up and we kept on going until we have achieved our goal and got the result that we were satisfied with.
Now, actually, you mentioned something about you guys having failed prototypes. Can you guys give me an example of, for example, when you hit a snag or you hit a challenge, how did you guys overcome it?
Well, a few moments of silence for what we have lost, and then we went back to research and development. We would go talk to professionals in the field, talk to our mentor, and find a way around the problem.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of resilience here, and I think that that's a very good thing, considering later you guys will be competing in the Injaz Al-Arab Regional Young Entrepreneurs Competition. So will you guys tell us a little bit about what you expect to gain from participating in that?
As we are really proud of ourselves for reaching this stage in the competition, and we're expecting to do a lot of networking and gain and develop more skills in the nationals in Qatar, and we're hoping to make our country Bahrain proud with the competition.
I'm certain that you will. And do you guys have anything else you'd like to add?
It's not furniture, it's for nature.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, the youth of Bahrain have a lot of promising projects that are going to make us proud. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with more. Students from the American School of Bahrain took strides in the field of sustainability by creating an organic paint. This is one of many achievements showcasing the dedication and environmental awareness possessed by the youth of Bahrain. Under the company Ni'ma, these students have qualified to Injaz Arab Regional Young Entrepreneurs Competition to compete against 13 Arab countries to be held in Qatar of October of this year. And to tell us more about Ni'ma is the CEO himself, Mr. Saoud Al-Awadi. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, thank you.
So could you tell us, organic paint, how did this idea start?
So basically, us at Team Now, we wanted to tackle a prominent global issue being food waste. And we tried to actually tackle this issue by turning and recycling food waste into our non-toxic organic paints.
And you know, it is really incredible to see that you've taken something like food, because actually what a lot of people don't know is that some foods, like for example, beetroot is a natural dye, for example. So it is really interesting to see the innovation that you've taken with taking something like the spoils of food and turning that into something used for art. Now, how did the name Ni'ma come about?
So obviously you know that Ni'ma translates to blessing, and us at Team Ni'ma, we consider food to be a blessing, and we consider also the food waste to be a blessing, and for that we saw that Ni'ma is the most fit name for our company.
It is a really positive outlook to have, you know, looking at something that is usually quite a global issue, actually, wasting food, but then you've turned it into something that can be reused and in something as noble as art, actually. Now, to get a bit more technical, how exactly is the paint made?
So our production process, there are many steps to it, obviously. There's obviously a blending stage, there's a extraction of the actual dyes, and we have a natural preservative blend where we actually use it to make the paint last, and with that we are able to make our Ni'ma paints.
Amazing. And I mean, it's really cool to see how much effort these days is being put into sustainability. I think it was something that, you know, it's always been there in the back of a lot of people's minds, but now you're seeing a lot more active effort to make the world a more sustainable place. Now, for you, you said you had 1 year left until you graduate high school. All the luck, inshallah. And you know, obviously for you, the world is still quite young, and I'm sure you want to enjoy as much time in the world as you can. How has this project affected your personal understanding of sustainability?
So prior to Ni'ma, obviously my perception of sustainability was, obviously I saw that being sustainable was something important. However, I saw that us as students and us, like, say, as individuals, couldn't really do much to solve these very complex and very large global issues, as you said, of food waste. However, as we were researching and developing Na'ma, we saw that there are actually many ways and many ways to actually solve these issues that are simple and actually doable. And in this case, we recycled food waste into our non-toxic organic paints.
And I'm sure a project like that, it comes with a lot of challenges, I'm sure, because I mean, you know, everything in life is more or less trial and error. Could you tell us about a specific incident where you maybe met a challenge and how you overcame it?
So obviously, research and development is endless within a company. As we started Na'ma, there were very big roadblocks that actually we thought as a team might actually cost us the whole company. The first one was being actually the preservation of our paint. We saw obviously it's food, it can rot. And we wanted to abide by our chemical-free beliefs as a company. So with that, we saw, خلاص, يعني, we couldn't find anything, any preservative that is chemical-free and that would actually like keep the paint to last. But then we found our natural preservative blend where we actually use clove oil and tea tree oil to actually keep the paint preserved and actually last for a long time and have a nice smell.
Amazing. So there's a lot of thought that goes into it. And I'd actually like to ask you how it all began. How did you actually get involved in Na'ma?
Obviously, we were introduced to the Injaz Bahrain program through our school. We actually weren't really, like, we thought it was just like a school thing where we just get over it, get the grades and leave. However, as we were like looking into the actual company aspect of it, or that we're going to run a company, actually make it profitable, it actually got us as a team really excited and really motivated to actually pursue this, and that we're doing something for sustainability. Why not? It's going to be something great for Bahrain and for the world too.
So, I mean, it's a really inspired project, and I'm really happy to see that you guys have really taken something, you know the expression, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Exactly.
And I mean, you've made it quite a literal statement.
Yeah.
And Injaz has played a huge role, obviously, in facilitating this. How else have they supported you guys?
So Injaz supported us as Team Na'ma and many other companies throughout the company program. They actually hosted exclusive events, being like the Young CEO event, where we actually got to meet with executives from very large corporations around Bahrain. They gave us very valuable insight on how to actually approach our team, how to run the company, and this opportunity isn't obviously as easily attainable. We'd like to thank Injaz for giving us such a great opportunity. In addition to that, they hosted a Toastmasters workshop, which actually enhanced our public speaking skills in preparation for the national company competition. And on top of that, Injaz actually appointed mentors. And these mentors actually helped us throughout our journey, and our mentor, Hamid Al-Qaid, actually was played a very vital role in actually the success of Na'ma. He kept the team focused on the main goal, and without him, Na'ma wouldn't reach to where it is today.
Huge shout out to him. And speaking of CEOs, you yourself are the CEO of Na'ma. So could you tell us a little bit about how you got to that position and what responsibilities come with it?
Obviously, taking the job as an executive in general, not just the CEO, is a very hard job to take on. I had to run the whole company from zero. Basically, my company comes from diverse backgrounds. They're all Bahraini, and we're in a Bahraini market, and they had no idea how to actually run the market. So basically, what I was doing is teaching a baby how to walk. So with that, it took time. It took patience, and alhamdulillah, I was able to actually take a team with a disadvantage and actually turn it into advantage. Because of these diverse backgrounds, we were able to go to markets internationally, being Italy, Egypt, and alhamdulillah, that led to the success of Na'ma.
Yeah, alhamdulillah. And you guys actually, speaking of being thankful, actually, you guys won the Company of the Year award. So, congratulations on that. That's no small feat.
Yeah.
How did it feel to win?
Obviously, winning the Company of the Year award was something that we believe was due to our very hard work and our efforts. And me as a CEO, I'm proud of every single member of Na'ma for all the hard months that they put into the company. And obviously, it's a very great feeling to see all your efforts pay off.
Very well said. And I'd like to finish on the note of asking you, what's next for Naama?
So obviously, we would like to go beyond Bahrain, and our ultimate goal is actually to reduce food waste, not just in Bahrain, but internationally, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve that goal.
Hopefully. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Good, thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned, and we'll be back with more exciting endeavors right here on Bahrain Now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it to the finish line. A huge thank you to all of our guests for joining us tonight, and another huge thank you to all of you watching us at home. As always, be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We'd love to hear from you. This was Khalid Hijris, and until next time, good night and God bless.